You did a lot. You know, from the very first pitch meeting, getting it, it's not easy to get it from a pitch presentation. Getting it and through the whole way being a champion of it, like the vision of it. And that's a very important job. So thank you. And you were talking about knowing Finnish culture. That guidance from Tim, don't do a shit job, like that's a very Finnish guidance to give somebody. Like I don't think that this game turned out to be total shit, which is a great praise, of course. I don't know about not being emotional. It's teamwork, what we do, more than anything. That said, this game that we did it and it's done, it's my dream come true. For such a long time, I wanted us to create this, and I felt that we went all in, like and wanted to push boundaries and be daring and do something that no one has done before. I'm so happy that we are here. What we do making video games, that being entertainment, and I believe firmly art, nothing compares to how hard this is, like on the level of sheer complexity. Like different departments coming together to create something like this. It's so complicated, it's so hard pulling off a project like this. So many different areas need to understand each other and communicate together and figure out how to make it together. The technology behind it goes way over my head. I understand nothing of it, but I understand that it's really, really hard and really, really complicated. And everybody here and those not here who worked on this, we did this together. Like there is no way to create this kind of a game if we don't do it as a team and do it together. So we all made this game, and it wouldn't be this game if we all would not have been a part of it. So everybody should feel really, really proud of themselves. So I say it this way, as a start, I will be naming some names, and those names are those because it's a big operation, it's a huge operation, and being there to direct it and write it and do some other parts of it. I rarely meet the whole team. I very rarely talk with the whole team, but I know that every one of us is really, really valuable. So this is, naming some names is not away from anybody. It's just that these are the persons that I worked really closely with to pull this off. Carl Rowley. I feel so fortunate to have worked on this from the vision on, together with you, co-directing it, collaborating with on it with you. There is no other way. Like you understand what games are. I look at it from the story perspective, but you understand what a game needs, and so much respect. Like it was a wonderful collaboration. I've been saying this before. I don't think that we argued once through the whole 4 years of working really closely together. We were always aligned and understanding what we were creating. But even the core creative leadership there is a third person in it, which is Janne Pulkkinen, who is our art director. Janne is here. I have so much respect towards Janne. He's an inspiration to me. He's a visionary. He's brilliant and understands style, understands cinema, understands and pushes into the right directions, and with him as well. Never once an argument, always just feeling inspired when we are working together. Kyle said it really well, that we are kind of 3 feet of a tripod. And because of us creating the vision and pushing it forward, we stood firm because 3 feet. And on top of us is the projector projecting the vision for the team to build it. It was a wonderful collaboration. I feel really fortunate having been able to do it. From the beginning, the ambition on story and storytelling was really high. That was already on the company mandate that we agreed on. We wanted to create a game that proves that Remedy is among the best storytellers in video game industry. And I think that we achieved that with a lot of hard work. On writing side, writing the screenplay with Clay Murphy, who is here somewhere. I've never done this close of a collaboration with anyone. We were locked off in a room for months. We had a big television with the screenplay in front of us, and word by word, line by line, we were writing it together. It just felt, because was the time pressure, that I felt that this is how we must do it. Usually there is a writing team and we divide certain episodes between the writers, and then we give comments and notes, and then we iterate. Felt to me that we have to get there as fast as possible. So I said that we'll just sit together and write it together, and when we are happy, we move on, and then we don't need to give any notes. It was hard, but it was amazing, and I'm so proud of what we achieved with the story, and it was a lot of laughing as well. Amazing work. On top of us, there is Tyler Burton Smith, with whom I've collaborated in the past. He was actually meant to be here today, but his son's Christmas play was in London at the same day, so he made the right choice, I feel. But I love collaborating with Tyler as well, and he was a significant help to me when I was figuring out the basics of the story. And he wrote the Koskela commercials, which is hilarious to me because they're all about laughing at Finnish culture, and he's a Canadian. But married to a Finn, and lived for a couple of years in Finland, so he too learned what Finnish culture is all about. And Sinikka Annala as well, like helping us and writing parts of it, and helping me and us collaborating on Ahti's dialogue, which is important. We did something new with this project, which is we were tying the story together with gameplay, which we have at Remedy not really done before, but we wanted to do it here. And Simone Vassala was leading the narrative design, and Molly Maloney was working on it. Absolutely brilliant people. This was all new to me. I'm in awe of what they do. I learned a ton from them. I'm sure that it was not easy at times getting this understanding and back and forth between the design and screenplay and fixing it and bouncing it back. But we got there, and I'm really happy about it, and like it, yeah, brilliant work, and the whole narrative team, of course, with them. We used a lot of live action in this game. I love live action. I'm a big fan of film and TV. The only school I've learned screenplay writing has been for film and TV. And I've been trying to bring it into our games in various forms. And it's never kind of gotten there. There are some people who like it, some people who absolutely hate it and feel that it cheapens the game experience and it's wrong and it's cheating. Here we wanted to do it, I wanted to do it again, and push it further. And now everybody are saying it works. Now we have finally gotten there and figured out the way. But it could not have been done without absolutely brilliant professionals on it. Anssi Määttä, here today. He's our live action and cinematic director. Anssi is absolutely brilliant in the sense that he had absolutely no problem of me co-directing it, the live action with him, running around like a crazy person on the set and talking with actors in the middle of it. It worked wonderfully, and I learned so much from it. Mikko Riikonen, our cinematographer, also wonderful visionary, and Risto Nikkilä, our producer, and I'm still so just in awe of how well the whole organization and production was run, how the set was run every day. And I was like, well, and I'm not saying this as a negative thing, because like our complexity level is staggeringly hard. But I feel that because the games keep on growing, we keep on having things to learn. And obviously our small live action production is pretty simple compared to that, but I just like, I was so impressed with Risto's work. So yeah, wonderful, and the whole film crew, wonderful professionals. We have a larger cast of actors in this game than ever before, and brilliant actors. Like we were casting this project during COVID lockdown, and it was not easy. But we got there, and directing the actors on top of Anssi, we had Hannah Price. A lot of the work on operating with actors and getting them into the project, and also directing them was Rosie Jones, who is brilliant, and such a big part of the project. A larger cast than ever before, but also so much talent in our actors. Today here present, we have Linda Marlowe. You saw her greeting, and she was playing Cynthia Weaver. Such an esteemed, experienced actor. It was an honor to have her on the project. Just go and check out her IMDb page, like, you know, over 100 different roles through many years. It was wonderful. I'm not sure if Martti Suosala is here. Martti, are you in the house? He was at least meant to come. Of course, our Ahti, and such a legendary actor here in Finland. He won BAFTA from the role of Ahti from Control, and now he's Ahti again in Alan Wake 2. Such a pleasure. Many actors, too many to name right now. I'm taking a long time. I realize that. But we have our Alan Wake in the house. We have Jukka, and we have Matthew Korda here. Jukka and Matt, could you please come to the stage, please? With Jukka and Matt, we have been working together on the role of Alan Wake for so many years. So many years. It's been a fantastic journey. And here is Matt. Getting to this project finally, there really was no question. Like, of course, it's you guys, and it's been such a joy working with you and burrowing deeper into the role of Alan Wake, and just looking at the reception on the character and other side roles that we are keeping dreaming up to you, like Thomas Zane and Dr. Darling as well. You like pretend that this is a talk show. You can sit down. Thank you for joining us. I'm almost done with my long ramble. What has warmed my heart so much in this overwhelmingly positive reception that we have gotten from this game, me being the creative director and really looking at it from that perspective, is how I see that now more than ever before, finally we are being recognized as art and culture. Because for the longest time that wasn't the case. When something was written about us beyond the review, it was on the business pages about like, oh my God, what a budget, big sum of money, and now we are being recognized as an art form and as part of a popular culture, which we have tried to get to, and now I feel that we are finally there. So that feels wonderful. The goal has been to bring in different art forms as part of this, mixing it up. Alan Wake is a story of art changing reality, and in this one especially, we wanted to bring different forms of art into the heart of this experience, and out of these create something new, something revolutionary, something that seamlessly blends together different forms of art. We have several novels, manuscripts of novels. We have a lot of live action. We have a freaking musical. We have art photography. We have poetry. And all of these kind of combined make the virtual world inside the game feel true and real. Music. We've collaborated with musicians and song makers through the years, namely Poets of the Fall. Wonderful. And in the original Alan Wake, they took the role of a fictional band in the world, which felt appropriate, Old Gods of Asgard, and drew themselves into this, like, let's make 70s, 80s heavy metal. And they were all on it and having a lot of fun. And that was such a positive thing that really wanted to expand this idea that all the music in the game should be custom made songs with lyrics talking about the story, different moods, showing the different moods of the game. That's been so positively received. Worked with the Fright music, with many wonderful artists through them, creating the end of chapter songs. Worked with Poe, the Los Angeles-based musician, created a custom song for the Hall of Dark Place. And yes, worked with Poets of the Fall to create new material for this. You might have seen us on the stage at the Game Awards. Thank you. I think I'll retire from my dancing career I tried to calculate through my whole long career that probably 118 million people have seen me perform. So it's enough. But poets are incredible, and it's been such a joy. Through our journey with Old Gods of Asgard, there is now a whole album worth of songs, and it's out now. The best of their songs, the only songs, the greatest hits. But poets are here today to perform to us. So let's give them a big hand. Thank you. I'm so happy that we got here. It was a hard journey, but yeah, feeling really good. Thank you, everybody.